Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia Eagles going to set up shop here offensively with their quarterback Carson Wentz, a guy really that you got to feel for. You know, he had to sit on the sideline and watch Nick Foles be the hero the last couple of postseasons. This year was finally healthy, making his first postseason start, and then got knocked out of the game in the first quarter after just 4 pass attempts.
So unfortunate, because his number one goal coming into this season was to be the starting quarterback for his Philadelphia team in all 16 regular season games, and he did that. Then he gets his first playoff start, healthy, able to lead his team at home with a chance to beat Seattle. And as you noted, 4 pass attempts about 9 minutes into the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Big hold of the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Wentz now on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Wentz now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Lamar Jackson bringing out the Baltimore Ravens. It's not official until February 1st, that MVP award. But I'm going to go ahead and say it, Charles. No one was more valuable to his team this year than Lamar Jackson. Can we agree on that?
I think that we can. I think the closest was Russell Wilson, because I think without Russell Wilson, Seattle really falls off the pace. But because Lamar Jackson led a team with 14 wins, I think that deserves that title. That's for sure. He did lead the team and, led the league in touchdown pass with 36. Remember his comment at the beginning of the year? Not bad for a running back, huh? He's never forgotten the slights as he came into the league, but he also continues to use his legs. The most rushing yards in a single season by a quarterback, 1,206. This guy is dynamic.
Also the offensive MVP of the Pro Bowl as well, something else to add to his mantle. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Howard on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On On first down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has one touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
And free safety Earl Thomas has a list of accomplishments as long as anyone's arm. But the thing I think about with him at all times, no matter what happens in front of him on the defensive end of the ball, he's back there to erase any mistakes that happen. The top guy in the league, as far as I'm concerned, in that category.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Baltimore coming back out here on offense. And Charles, unfortunately for the Ravens this year, it just feels like a failure. Yes, the 14 wins in the regular season, but that divisional round loss to Tennessee, such a shocker, really stunned everybody in the NFL.
It certainly did, and I know exactly what you're saying when you say it feels like a failure, yet you don't want to say it, do you?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it just feels wrong to say that, but let's face it, the bottom line is getting to the ultimate prize. And when you're 14-2 in the regular season, you're the number 1 seed in the AFC, and you lose at home in your first playoff game, it will feel like a failure, and hopefully that'll motivate them going forward. But I think part of it is they didn't need to play Week 17, and they pulled a lot of starters. So now that week is gone where you don't play. You get the open week, right? You end up getting essentially 2 more. It's too long for them sitting, and I think it hurt their timing and maybe their edge.
But tell me if you agree, I think it's safe to say that Lamar Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Pernell McPhee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch.
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. From the 22, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Wentz now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So, in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by Jackson. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Draw play. Ingram now. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. And this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Ingram again. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Jackson, and that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, his nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. That good for 22 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Now Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Here we go. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On first down, Howard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 38, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On play action, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move but couldn't free much space. Give him 4 on the carry and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jihad Ward able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. On 2nd down, it's Howard. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10 on the counter. Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's third and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson on first down. Short throw into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson to throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 48 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now on second and 13. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Give me some.
Now Wentz on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
To throw is Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Jackson, Snead's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Jackson now. This one complete to Ingram. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Jackson to throw. He goes underneath to Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Here's Jackson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.